My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago and was treated. I did get over it. And as at the time, we had a party neck, and my colleagues called on me. I spoke with one of them who felt that, look, malaria should not be just treated lightly, but that I should go ahead and have a test for COVID-19. The result came out today, 30th June 2020. And I tested positive, but I am asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick, neither am I feeling hard in any way. But my doctors have decided that I should take the normal treatments and self-isolate. I believe that supervised home management will be ideal for me for now. Let me assure our people that, as you can see me, there are many of us like this that don't have the symptom. And in a few days' time, we'll conduct another test and we'll know the result. Let me assure our people that the work is going on. Here at home, attending to files, which is the normal thing I do, and there's nothing that will stop the work going on. Because of all of us, I know that some of us manipulate this medium of communicating. So let me let you see, I'm the one, no other person. No. This is your governor, Rotimi, Ondo, Akeredolu, SEN. Your one, Arakuni. Thank you. My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago and was treated. I did get over it. And as at the time, we had a party neck, and my colleagues called on me. I spoke with one of them who felt that, look, malaria should not be just treated lightly, but that I should go ahead and have a test for COVID-19. The result came out today, 30th June 2020. And I tested positive, but I am asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick, neither am I feeling hard in any way. But my doctors have decided that I should take the normal treatments and self-isolate. I believe that supervised home management will be ideal for me for now. Let me assure our people that, as you can see me, there are many of us like this that don't have the symptom. And in a few days' time, we'll conduct another test and we'll know the result. Let me assure our people that the work is going on. Here at home, attending to files, which is the normal thing I do, and there's nothing that will stop the work going on. Because of all of us, I know that some of us manipulate this medium of communicating. So let me let you see, I'm the one, no other person. No. This is your governor, Rotimi, Ondo, Akeredolu, SEN. Your one, Arakuni. Thank you. My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago and was treated. I did get over it. And as at the time, we had a party neck, and my colleagues called on me. I spoke with one of them who felt that, look, malaria should not be just treated lightly, but that I should go ahead and have a test for COVID-19. The result came out today, 30th June 2020. And I tested positive, but I am asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick, neither am I feeling hard in any way. but my doctors have decided that I should take the normal treatment and self-isolate. I believe that supervised home management will be ideal for me for now. Let me assure people that, as you can see me, there are many of us like this that don't have the symptom. And in a few days' time, we'll conduct another test and we'll know the result. Let me assure people that the work is going on. Here at home, attending to files, which is the normal thing I do, and there's nothing that will stop the work going on. Because of all of us, I know that some of us manipulate this medium of communicating. So let me let you see, I'm the one, no other person. No. This is your governor, Rotimi, Ondo, Akeredolu, SEN. Your one, Arakuni. Thank you. My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago.
right, a very good evening to you. Great to know you're there watching me tonight. And we're back with Late Night Talk. My name is KOFI BARTELS, and it's great to be here today. I'm sure you've already watched the video, so you know what it is that we're talking about. It's one of those things that makes you go, oh my God, what is wrong with this country? What is wrong with this country? What is going on in Nigeria? Today, we're talking about the leadership of do as I say, don't do as I do. Can we clap our hands? Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Oh, I need to record this. Let's go. Are you ready? 1, 2, go. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Hey, do as I say, don't do. Politics of do as I say, don't do as I in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about today. I'd like you to call 080-620-99556. What do you think about this whole concept or idea of do as I say leadership? Do as I say, don't do as I do leadership in Nigeria. I am sick and tired of Nigerian politicians and leaders saying one thing, telling the people to do one thing, and they're doing the other thing. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi, Akeredolu, tested positive for COVID-19. Now, I'm not happy about it. Okay? But the video we played earlier clearly showed the governor mingling with his supporters whilst going to submit his party nomination and expression of interest form for the governorship election during a pandemic in Nigeria, when clearly there were government laws, government rules, government regulations stating what people should do, how socially distanced we should be. And this is a governor. I'm sorry for him. I feel bad about him. Some people are saying it's malaria. But what example was he showing? I'd like us to go back to the clip. Let's watch what the governor of Ondo State had to say in that announcement. And I respect him for going online, following the footsteps of Nasir El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, another APC governor, and informing all who care to listen that, hey, I'm a governor, I'm your governor, I have nothing to hide, I have to tell all of you the truth, I have COVID-19. I think things are changing, but I'm not happy about the do as I say, don't do as I do leadership. So I'd like you to watch this. I know I've played it before, but make I play them again. Make we see them, make we hear them, make we think about them. Then you can call me on the number 080-620-99556. Today will be very snappy about things because I have to run off for some other appointment. And we're expecting a guest, but the guest unfortunately couldn't make it, but the guest will make it tomorrow. So I'd like you to listen to the video and then call with your comments and your contributions. You can also type your thoughts there. What are your thoughts on do as I say, don't do as I do leadership in Nigeria? Let's get back to Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, who announced today to the world that he tested positive for COVID-19, and we will be right back. Let's do it again. Let's go. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I. We'll be right back. Watch this.
My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago and was treated. I did get over it. And as at the time, we had a party neck, and my colleagues called on me. I spoke with one of them who felt that, look, malaria should not be just treated lightly, but that I should go ahead and have a test for COVID-19. The result came out today, 30th June 2020. And I tested positive, but I am asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick, neither am I feeling hard in any way. But my doctors have decided that I should take the normal treatments and self-isolate. I believe that supervised home management will be ideal for me for now. Let me assure people that, as you can see me, there are many of us like this that don't have the symptom. And in a few days' time, we'll conduct another test and we'll know the result. Let me assure people that the work is going on. Here at home, attending to files, which is the normal thing I do, and there's nothing that will stop the work going on. Because of all of us, I know that some of us manipulate this medium of communicating. So let me let you see, I'm the one, no other person. No. This is your governor, Rotimi, Ondo, Akeredolu, SEN. Your one, Arakuni. Thank you. My good people of Ondo State, it gives me great pleasure to address you. At this moment, I had malaria a few days ago and was treated. I did get over it. And as at the time, we had a party neck, and my colleagues called on me. I spoke with one of them who felt that, look, malaria.
All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to play that over. It looped on its own. But that is what we are working with, what we are seeing in Nigeria today. And of course, the next clip we played, or what we watched the next time was when he went to submit his form. This was exactly 14 days ago, where he sneezed and he had his supporters surrounding him, shouting, "You are a leader." Sing with me. You are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader. But we are asking you, Rotimi Akeredolu, are you a leader? Are you a leader? Are you a leader? Are you a leader? Leadership is all about showing example. Leadership is all about leading people by motivating them to do the right thing. Now, when you say, as a leader, this is what I think you should do, but hey, I am not going to do it. Is that leadership? So while they are singing to him, you are a leader, we are asking him, are you a leader? Akeredolu, are you a leader? Are you a leader? Are you a... Maybe watch him. They come back right now. Wait there. Okay, now be this. You are a
what God says they are. We are what God
Okay, yes, sorry about that. We're back. So basically, this is how this leader, this governor, tested positive for coronavirus. This is how he has come out to tell Nigerians how he tested positive for coronavirus. He's said some things, and he's made some statements in the media. I just want to read a bit of it, and then we take your calls. But if you'd like to call, feel free to call 080-620-99556. If you'd like to call, feel free to call 080-620-99556. The number again is 080-620-99556. I'll be very glad to hear from you. So let's get over to how this man got coronavirus. You saw in the video we played where he was sneezing. He sneezed. And they were there shouting, "Hey!" And even the song they were singing, "You are and they won the song. After they sing, "You are a leader," they sang, "You are what God says you are. You are what God." I heard someone saying, "You are a loser and not a winner." I heard someone saying, "You are a loser." And I heard someone saying, "We are what God says you are." We are what God says you are. You are, and the person said, "You are loser. I am winner." Someone said something like that. But it's up the comics aside, the funny side of this aside. Leadership in this country is basically about let's have laws for the people. The leaders in Nigeria perennially, frequently break the laws. Break the laws. What exactly is leadership? Leadership is vast. Leadership is not about position or title. But I'd like you to tell me what you think about this, please. Drop your comments in the comment section. If you're watching live on Instagram, thank you for joining us. You might not see everything we're putting up because of the dimensions of Instagram, but we're working towards making it better and easier for you to see. Don't worry, very soon it's going to come all out really fine, okay? Those on Facebook, but please, you can comment on the post if you're on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, please comment on the post, share this post as well. If you're on Twitter, comment on it, retweet the post as well, because I'd like to see and hear from you. Okay, so those on Twitter, I'd like to say good evening to all of you. Where are the comments? I thought I saw comments here. I can't see them now. No, wow. Well, I'd like to say good evening to all of you, by the way. We'll do our best to get the comments out as we go on. Let's see what we have on Facebook. Okay. Here we are. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So over to Facebook. Good evening to Israel Madu. He says, I wish him quick recovery. I hope you all know that I'm not wishing him slow recovery. I'm also wishing him a quick recovery as well. Okay. Just so we're on the same page. Ogochikodoa says, oh, wow. My friend, long time no see. Where have you been, brother? Nice to see you. Spiff Nicholas says, will Nigeria, Nigeria, I think say is a country where people do whatsoever they like. Oh, okay. Some frame stories just to get pity from their audience or to get popular. The COVID-19 in Nigeria, many believe it's not as the governors are saying, making it look so unserious, so he might be one of the cases. Okay. Next one here is sent in by okay, it's from another radio message already. Ori Martin says, I was scheduled to meet with him 2 weeks ago in Abuja, but I didn't honor the invite because of my religion. Oh, your religion inclination, Christian inclination. Thank Jehovah that I stayed back. Wow. Babao, Thank God, oh, you didn't go. Thank God you didn't go. I was even about to visit you, but maybe I'll just wait for a while. My oh my, Rotimi Akeredolu. We're not happy that he has coronavirus. We're just saying that, I mean, for a governor who visited or went out to perform a political assignment, couldn't he have been a bit more careful to say, okay, I'm the governor of Ondo State. We have this thing coming out called coronavirus. I need to be careful. Maybe I should just do the things in a way that my people will understand that this thing is real. Or what kind of message will I be passing if I go out like that? You know. I mean, our leaders have done this over and over again. And what do you think about what it says about leadership? What does it even say about you as a follower? What does it even say about you as a follower? For those of you who have not heard, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State announced on Twitter today that he tested positive for coronavirus, COVID-19. Now, he reveals how he contracted coronavirus. In the video we played, he revealed how he contracted coronavirus. He explained on his verified Twitter handle. And we have to look at the places that the governor has visited or the people he has touched. One of our viewers, Ari Martin, said that he was supposed to meet with this governor, and he's even thinking he didn't meet with him because of his religious inclination, and he's even thanking God that he didn't meet with this particular governor. And on your behalf, Ori Martins, I'm also thanking God as well. So you know why. Okay, so let's read some more. Let's read some more. I like to go through this particular story, but I think the video that the governor put up says it all. The governor explained that a few days ago he showed symptoms of malaria, and he had the malaria treated. You know what government agencies and health agencies say about coronavirus and all that? He said, so symptoms of malaria probably have high, temperature, probably has loss of taste and loss of smell, maybe loss of appetite, fever and all that. And the governor went to treat malaria. I mean, is that responsible leadership? We're telling people, that when you have, can you get my mask, please? Black one is where my hanky, my face does. When you have coronavirus or you have these symptoms, we keep saying, the government keeps saying it, go out and get tested or report to the authorities. Akeredolu instead decided to treat malaria. So he probably went to a hospital, government hospital to have one, or went to a private hospital, or had a doctor come home. Can I have it, please? Thank you. Come home to meet him. Thank you very much. And did he realize he had the malaria before he went to submit the form, or after he submitted the form? He didn't even wear this. He didn't even put this one on. See, I'm here. He didn't. And he was there. And so when he had to sneeze, notice you have to put it on like this with you. When he had to sneeze, he sneezed into his hand. Well, the governor said that having treated malaria, when he went for APC NEC meeting, APC NEC meeting, the one where everybody was going berserk about, where they said, they're about to throw Tinubu under the bus, blah, 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 blah. Someone advised him, a political associate, said, Mr. Governor, a whole governor, Mr. Governor, maybe you should go and do a coronavirus test. You should take this malaria more seriously. Why don't you do a COVID-19 test? And the governor said, And he says, I want to quote him, as at the time we had our party's National Executive Council meeting, my colleagues called on me, and I spoke with one of them who felt that malaria should not be treated lightly and I should go ahead and have a test of COVID-19. The result came out today, 30th June 2020, and that I tested positive, but I was not asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick, not feeling hot in it. Okay, so he's not feeling sick, hot in any way. So my question to him is, Mr. Governor, what were the symptoms of malaria that you were exhibiting? What were the symptoms of malaria? Because, how can you have malaria? How can you have malaria and not feel sick? Is it possible? No, people should answer. Is it possible? How can you have... So I am showing symptoms of malaria and not feel sick. So I'm feeling maybe as of the time he confided in his party man, where he went for the APC meeting, and said, I've been feeling malaria-ish. The man said, okay, what are the symptoms of malaria? I said, maybe he mentioned them and said, no, you have to go and test for COVID-19. And then he did a test. And the test result came out today, and he said he's COVID-19 positive. And now in his speech, he's trying to in his speech, a whole governor is trying to garnish it, to whitewash it, to make it look as if nothing went wrong. Says, I tested positive, but I'm asymptomatic. I'm not feeling sick in any way. But then when he had the malaria, how was he feeling? When he had the malaria, how was he feeling? You don't sit down and say, I don't feel anything, but I have malaria. Is it possible? You sit down. You say, I'm not feeling hot. I'm not feeling cold. I don't have a running nose. I don't have a high temperature, but I have malaria. How do you have malaria? I don't know, but I know I have malaria. I'm sure that he confided in this, his friend, his party man, if that's the way it happened. And he must have thought, but these are the things I'm feeling. And the party man said, boy, go test yourself. So when he had that malaria treatment, was it before he went to submit his expression of interest form or after? The APC NEC held last week. So obviously it was after he went to submit the form. That was when he now did the test. So all those people you saw in that video shouting, you are a winner, or you are a leader, those people were exposed. They were exposed. I didn't count how many of them were there, but they all have families. They have where they stay. They probably most likely have who they stay with or who stays with them. They're going to go home. If they have wives, sleep with their wives. If they have children, play with the children. If they have drivers, was it Peter or Pisco who said his cook gave him COVID-19? They're going to spend money. They're going to spend money. My people, this matter will be here. May God help us. So the governor was totally irresponsible. And he's trying to garnish it by saying, I'm not feeling hot in any way. I'm not feeling sick in any way. Then, Uncle. He says, let me assure our people that as you can see me, there are many of us that don't have the symptoms that is there. You cannot see it. But you said you had malaria. You said you were. Is it? No, if I'm wrong, please, I want you to call. I know it's a bit late, but if you can call the number, I'll put it up on the comment section. 080-620-99556. 080-620-99556. Feel free to call. Let's see if we have some comments here. Is it possible for a governor to say he's asymptomatic, yet he complained that he had malaria? Just maybe he was feeling the symptoms when he had malaria. He's treated malaria. He's not feeling it again, and now he's okay. So I give it to him. But then he felt it. So leadership in this country is just, for me, a disgrace, really. Let's see who we have here. I like to read the comments. First Lady Lydia Abena. Good evening to you. Agu Ruth says, we pray God heals him speedily. Amen. Eddie Wanko says, I watched the governor on TV say that he's still working in isolation. Here I am wondering how he will be getting the files and returning them. Hey. Lord have mercy. Eddie. Flesh and blood did not reveal this to you. What is he working for? Why? What? Okay. Why can't he hand over to his deputy so that the deputy can work on his behalf, right? Oh, yes. You're absolutely right. You say the deputy governor has political difference with him, hence handover is impossible and governance will suffer. My brother, that's so we see him. El Rufai said, you know what? My deputy governor is in charge of things, so like, come out. El Rufai said, my deputy governor is in charge. My deputy is in charge, rather. The deputy governor of Kaduna State is in charge of things, so like, come out. Oh, wow. Gabriel Igo, good evening, says our politicians' drama will never end. Kofi, please tell him to recover before his election. Or if not, another person will take over his seat as governor. We pray nothing happens to him. Thank you very much. For all of you who are watching, please do well to share this post. If you'd like to call, feel free to call 080-620-99556. You can contribute with the comments 080 or by calling 080-620-99556. I'd love to read your comments. And also, please share this post so that others who are on your timeline can also follow with what we're saying and can also be a part of the conversation. Please share this post. I'll be very glad if you can do that. And also hit the notification button so that each time I'm going live, there's a bell there or a button, you can know. Now the governor tests positive for COVID-19. This is a topic on late night talking. We're talking about leadership of do as I say, don't do as I do in Nigeria. Leadership of do as I say, don't do as I do. And that's how we sang. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Do as I say, don't get it. Obi. That's what they're doing. And it's all over the country. It's in different strata of our society. So the governor broke COVID-19 protocol. And there's a gentleman on Twitter who is a young lawyer who is sending or who has taken certain persons in the federal government to court. I put up the tweet. I think I retweeted yesterday. I'm just going to read it to you now. Let's see. Okay, yes, here it is. So he's taking certain persons to court because they flouted government's orders when they buried or they went for Abakari's burial. His name is Tokpe Akinyode. He says, update, court to hear criminal complaint against Garba Shehu, Bashir Ahmed. Garba Shehu is the spokesman of the president. Bashir Ahmed is the special assistant to the governor, president rather, on social media. And Boss Mustafa is the secretary to the government of the federation and others. So he's taking them to court. On the 30th of June, 2020. I think we still have that thing here. Maybe I can show you guys. You already know what happened during Abachare's burial. So the man is saying he's taking them to court. And these are the kind of things we need in Nigeria to move the country forward. So we're asking for your thoughts on this kind of leadership in the country. Akeredolu has said that he had malaria symptoms in a time of COVID-19. As a governor with access to testing, he didn't consider it necessary to get himself tested. And it was another politician during APC meeting that told him, go and get tested. So he would have been walking around having all the malaria symptoms, which are similar to COVID-19 symptoms, and dashing it to people. He didn't see the need to get tested. Didn't see the need to get tested. Let's read some more. Okay. So there was an article in the BBC I came across today that outlined the places that the governor said he had been to. And I don't know what they're going to do about the people that he came across. Okay, where do we start from? So before he declared that he was coronavirus positive, the Ondo State governor attended some events and also met plenty people in preparation for his second term election. As part of his campaigning for a second term election. On June 20th, 2020, Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, Governor of Ondo State. I need to just put this down. Sorry about that. Please just give me a second. So these are the places that Akeredolu visited. On June 20, 2020, Rotimi Akeredolu, Governor of Ondo State, visited Lagos State to attend the burial ceremony of the wife of Lagos-based pastor and founder of Trinity House Church, Pastor Itwa Igodalo, who died in Port Harcourt, South Nigeria. Few people were allowed to attend the burial. Family members and friends, few in number, attended the burial. Amongst them were the immediate family members of Ibidun, the wife, now deceased wife of Pastor Itwa Igodalo, may so rest in peace, and some friends of the family, like former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, and former governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel. They were there. June 20. Don't forget, he had his malaria symptoms before the APC NEC meeting. June 19, Rotimi Akeredolu, Governor of Ondo State, received the Ondo State Council of Obas ahead of the October 10, 2020 governorship in Ondo State, where the Obas held his hand. One held his left hand, another held his right hand, and they lifted it up. Winner, he held his hand. Politics. They held his hand. I should show you that picture probably. As we go on, we'll show you the picture. They held his hand. Can you imagine that? So those are two of the places he visited. I think we'll just show you the picture so that you can understand where we're coming from. But please drop your comments. 080-620-99556 is the number to call as well. 080-620-99556. And you can drop your comments as well. And I'll be very, very, very glad to read from you as we go on. But if you want to call, do we have a call yet? Not yet. Feel free to call and have your say. What are your thoughts on politics of do as I say, not as I do? Politics is meant to be do as I do, not just as I say. But this time, we're having politics of do as I say. But me, I'll choose to do the one that I want to do. But I'll judge all of you and I'll punish all of you based on the law But me, I am above the law. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. Let's look at this. Okay. So that is the governor receiving, or was it visiting, the Council of Obas in Ondo State. And look at how they lifted his hand up. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, they're all wearing nose mask. Look at that. They're wearing nose mask. But there's a but somewhere. Where's the social distancing? Where is... Because social distancing means that you're not going to be touching. Yeah? Now, wow. Well, look at that. They're all mingled together. They all mingled together. Let's go on. So, June 19, he received the Ondo State Council of Obas ahead of the October 10, 2020 governorship election in the state. June 16, Akeredolu traveled to submit his nomination form, an expression of interest form, at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja. That's the video we showed. And you can see from that video how they were surrounding him, and there was no social distancing. Okay. At this time, some of you may argue, Akeredolu did not know he had COVID-19. But what about observing social distancing? That's the point we're making. How about observing social distancing rules? That's the point we're making. That's the point we're making. How about that? How about that? Because even if you have coronavirus and the rules are observed, the chances of those who have coronavirus getting it is reduced or are reduced. And that is why these same government people have come up with the rules to say, okay, we can't tell who has coronavirus. Some people may be asymptomatic. So if you're going out, observe social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hand, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. That same day when he went to the APC National Secretariat. You tell me, where is social distancing here? Where is social distancing? Where is social distancing? That's why we're asking you to comment. I'd like to read from you, please. Where is social distancing? I'd like to read from you, please. If you have a comment, feel free to drop it. Miss Amarakano. Oh, Miss Amarakalu. Can you hear me now? On Instagram. Please. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm told the Twitter people can't, Instagram people can't hear me now. Please let me know if you can hear now. Rashid Richard. Let's see if they can hear us. Okay, I think we're clear on Instagram. Thank you for your comment. Israel the Minstrel, good evening to you. Canoil3 says his party counterpart is now a doctor. It amazes that politicians are now doctors. My brother, see wahala. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder where Nigeria is, a country is headed to. My brother, no be small thing, no. No be small thing. All right, if you're watching, you want to call, feel free to call. The number is 080-620-99556. Let's check comments out on Twitter. Do we have any comments on Twitter? Okay, I don't think we have any so far. Okay, yes, I can see one comment on Twitter. This one says, when they are breaking COVID-19 precaution guidelines, how won't they catch the virus? Simple stay at home, they will not. Now they will be spreading the virus. My brother, no be small thing. This is sent in by Divine Hales on Twitter. Thank you very much, brother. I'm just going to retweet that so that others can see and also be a part of the stream on Twitter. Let's go over to Facebook, where it's hot. I see the hot. Comments are plenty on Facebook. Let's see where we start from. Okay, this one is sent in by Eddie Wanko. I think I've read your message. Okay, I've read your message. Thank you. Gabriel Go says, I've read your message as well. I think I've read those messages. Thank you. Chuku Weta and also says, very soon you will hear he's negative. After all, COVID-19 is a death sentence. Okay, I think you're trying to be sarcastic there. It says politicians don't observe social distancing in their gatherings. It's really sad, my brother. Thank you very much for your comments. Please share this post so others can be a part of it as well. Drop a comment or feel free to call 080-620-99556. So where else did Governor Rotimi Akeredolu visit? Since June 20, or no, I think up to last week. Yes, where else? So let's get back to that story. Already we said that he had been to Ibidun Ighodalo's funeral, where you had other people, other dignitaries there. As governor, he had powers of incumbency. He was able to move around and move from Ondo State to Lagos State, where that funeral service held for the departed wife of Pastor Ighodalo. And you had people like the former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, Governor of Ogun State, former Governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel, family members of Ibidun, family members of Ighodalo, Pastor Itua Ighodalo, and others. June 19, the governor received the Ondo State Council of Obas, part of his campaign to be governor in 2020, in the elections coming up on October 10. June 16, Akeredolu traveled to submit his nomination form and expression of interest form at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja. We played the video for you where he sneezed, and people were surrounding him. Who were those that were there? The Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs, Tayo Alaso Adura, members of the House of Representatives, 21 members of the Ondo State House of Assembly, and other bigwigs of the All Progressives Congress followed him to the secretariat. Oh my God, are you a leader? Are you a leader? Are you a leader? Akeredolu. Look at the people who followed him. Let's get back to that, please. I want you to look at the people who followed him. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs, Tayo Alaso Adura. Members of the House of Representatives, 21 members of the Ondo State House of Assembly, and other bigwigs of the APC in a time when we're supposed to be working as very few people, in a time when social distancing is meant to be observed. And if you're going for anything, just don't go with a crowd. In such a time as this, a governor is moving with such a huge crowd. He also went to meet with, guess who? Guess who? Come on now, guess who? You know. After all this, of course, as a good party man, he went to meet with the number one himself, President Muhammadu Buhari, to also show him his expression of interest form. Yes. And were they wearing gloves? No. Were they wearing masks? When he went to see President Buhari, say Baba, were they wearing masks? Well, one person was wearing a mask. Jesus Christ, help us. Let's look at that, please. Can we show it to them? Okay, here we go. This is Governor Rotimi Akeredolu with President Muhammadu Buhari. Of course, if one person is wearing a mask, I think it's okay, maybe. But this is the expression of interest form he's holding with his hands. And this is the same expression. And the president held the form. Oh my God. Look at, you see the agbada he's wearing. When he left Aso Rock, and then the mask he's wearing. When he left Aso Rock, he ditched it. Look at this. He ditched the mask. President Muhammad Buhari. You can see that. Here he wore the mask. He stayed apart from the president. It's like when you're in school, when the teacher comes to the class, you're doing good boy or good girl. When the lecturer leaves the class, all hell break loose. Then when the lecturer decides to come to the class unannounced, you see everybody scampering to their seat. So in other words, Governor Akeredolu was forming good boy or good man, because he's a man, in front of President Buhari. Look at that. Look at that. Same day. So he went to Abuja with all these people and went to see the president. And he had malaria symptoms and he refused to test for COVID-19. Who knows if it wasn't the malaria that was making him sneeze like that? Who knows? I'm sure. I believe it might be the malaria that made him sneeze like that. On June 15, a day before he went to Abuja, he visited Obanla area in Akure, the state capital, where a fire incident had happened. On June 12, he received members of the delegation that contributed money, which was used to buy him his expression of interest and nomination forms. A delegation, they bought him the form. They say, Governor, this is another deceit that politicians play on us. Governor, I want to show you guys something, please. Governor, we know that you have performed creditably in your first term. We know that you are not planning to go again. We know that you want to go back to your farm and continue to live a quiet life. But Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, we refuse to allow you go like that. We insist that you must go for a second term. And therefore, we have gotten an expression of interest form for you. You must go again. And then the governor said, well, as a modest Nigerian, I would not have wanted to go for a second time, but because you are all insisting that I should go for a second time, based on your insistence, I have no choice but to go for a second time because you're asking me to go. Meanwhile, look at this, people. You see that form? You see this particular one I'm about to share with you guys. I have an investigative mind. I have to wear mask. Even my mic. Let me. I have to wear mask to tell you this one. Wait. Okay, so we shouldn't touch this side with our hand, but I can touch the tip. This one, I have to wear mask to tell you. See this form here. Look at this. My oh my. See when he went to meet President Buhari? With the form. Okay? This was on the 16th of when? June. I want you guys to watch this. Now, on the 12th of June, he received members of a delegation that contributed money to buy him the expression of interest and nomination form. A political group. Look at this, people. Look at this. You see the problem? Are you seeing? Do you know how many people touch this form? Do you know how many people touch this? I'll have to wear a mask because this thing is heavy. Look at. They're wearing mask, but they're touching the form. Why can't the political parties say, we are going to digitalize our forms because we don't want people touching it. In fact, whoever handled that form at the National Secretariat, it's not something we should laugh about, but I reach to laugh, my people. Look at that. May I zoom out? Let's zoom it. Can we zoom? Can we zoom it, please? Okay. Look at this. This form here. Right? It's the same form that President Buhari touched. Look at it here. Can you imagine? Same form. 12th of June. They bought it. They must have been from his ward. Look at it. Now look at this. Can you imagine? And who got the form? Brought it to Ondo State. They now went to gathered money, went to pay. So we was forced the governor to run. Paid for it. And then went to government house. Or wherever they met the governor. It's the governor, he bought a form for you. You must run. And how many of them in that group held the form to celebrate and say, "Make I see him. You sign here, we go sign here." Okay, is it correct? Is it in order? Look at that. Same form. Touch. See how they take the spread. 12th of June. I beg, may I wear this mask? This story heavy. Yeah. Can you imagine? That's how it's spreading. All because our politicians have refused to do the right thing. They've refused to do the right thing. And I mean, if you look at coronavirus in Nigeria, I'm not trying to blame a particular set of people because I don't like them. But politicians, political office holders, public office holders are those who have been at the forefront of spreading coronavirus in this country. Okay, in Rivers State. How did coronavirus enter Rivers State? Who was the first person to bring coronavirus to Port Harcourt? How? Who were those that were flying into the country when other countries were shutting borders? And they were keeping the airports open because certain people and children of certain important people were still outside. I hold nothing against them, but this is the truth. I have nothing personal. Politicians! Who are those who are still traveling around? One of those days, they said it was in Rivers State where a delegation, a political delegation came around to do one or two things. When is interstate lockdown? Governors are moving from state to state. Well, of course, they are powerful people. For political consultation. People are moving from state to state to launch court cases, and their proxies are going from state to state. People are moving from state to state to go and organize, what do they call it? Party primaries and stuff like that. Politicians are visiting left, right, and center. In Rivers State, some of them came here. And then we are saying that government is saying we should stay at home. Who are we lying to? So the politicians, the political class, the leadership class in Nigeria, I don't like calling them leadership class, they have failed to lead by example. And that is not leadership. It's not leadership. Certain and basic rules that they put in place, you read all the coronavirus NCDC guidelines, federal government guidelines, Ministry of Health guidelines, World Health Organization guidelines, that should be championed by the political class. They are the ones who are rather, flouting these guidelines. And it didn't start with Abba Kyari's burial, but that was the most popular one. That was the most popular one that happened. Until today, not one single person has been prosecuted or has been made to answer, at least to answer a question, what happened? They all gathered to bury the man. Government officials were there. And that is why it's interesting to see that a young Nigerian is taking the case to court. A young Nigerian is taking the case to court. We'll talk to him at some point on this program. I want to read some of your comments here. Please feel free to drop them. Dennis Winner says you can hear me. Okay, I think we're done on Instagram because we're past 1 hour. Ose Peribo Jack Rich says hello. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're done on Twitter, Instagram because we're past 1 hour. But I want to thank you, all those who are watching on Instagram. Let's check our comments on Facebook. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Leadership in Nigeria. What do we have on Facebook? AB George Apangolo says, good evening, Kofi. Our political leaders are not exemplary at all. How will they enforce the law when they don't keep the laws? My brother, that's one of the issues that we have in this country. How will they enforce the laws when they don't keep the laws? They said there was travel ban, but they were all traveling around the country. They are the problem of this country. He should encourage those he came into contact with to isolate themselves. So, okay. Thank you, AB George Apangolo. Kenneth Dine says, those that had contact before now will be shaking now. He waited to spread the virus to people before going for the test. What a calamity. Kelvin Chijoge says, wonder shall never end. Kenneth Dine says, those that had contact with him before now will be shaking their nerves, in their nerves by now. He waited to spread the virus before going for the test. What a calamity. Okay, I read it already. My brother, my concern too is about President Buhari. I would like to believe that, he's safe. But those who are taking care of minding the president did not do too well. Allowing the president touch that phone. Look at. See him now. This is June 12th. See him there. See him there. June 12th. A delegation. At least 2 or 3 people have looked at the form. Look at how the form itself is not too straight. Eh? And then fast forward from there. 16th of June. He went here. At least he wore mask. And the other ones he wore the mask. But the touching of the everybody touching the same thing. If you hold something, then I meet you, I hold it. Is that not we'll sanitize our hands later? That's a risk, really a risk. This is June 16. That same June 16. See this one here. The headquarters that same day. Look at how they crowded themselves. And the crowd of people he went with. The crowd of people he went with. May God help us. Our political class, they've really, really, really not lived up to any sort of leadership at all. Look at that. So, we call it do as I say leadership, not do as I do, or don't do as I do. We have to draw the curtains now because I've done one now. But, come to think of it. I mean, look at our police, for instance, our police. Police are meant to be enforcers of the law. But in Nigeria, the police are one of the biggest breakers of the law. Simple example I give you. The law says we should obey simple basic traffic regulations. I want you to tell me who breaks traffic rules more than the Nigeria Police Force. You tell me. Who they drive one way past police? Who? Who drives without, some taxi drivers. In Port Harcourt, it's between the taxi drivers and the police. But we shouldn't be hearing that police are driving against traffic. They even escort people. They provide escorts for those driving against traffic. And repeatedly, government officials in Nigeria hold themselves above the law. Look at Funke Akindele and her husband, JJC, who were summarily arraigned before a court in Lagos State and were tried and were sentenced without wasting time. Around the same period, you had people in Abuja going for a funeral that was riddled with all sorts of controversy, and nobody has been made to answer for it. Government officials and politicians are crisscrossing the country for political horse trading. In River State, PDP had its own rally, swearing in of its new executives. They said it was social distancing, but as soon as Governor Yesomike disappeared, as soon as he Kawasaki'd from that place, as soon as he vamoosed from that place, they huddled together and they took their group photograph. They huddled together and they took their group photograph. Oh, they said it's PDP people. Oh, they said PDP, now so then they do. But now we have seen it. This one is an APC governor. I wish I could show you the whole thing. This one's an APC governor. And look what's happening. So is it about PDP and APC? See, I'm here. I think I have it here. I always say something, that they're all the same. And in Nigeria, it's all a one-party state. See, I'm here. Have you seen it? Yesterday was PDP. Today is APC. When it was PDP, the APC people were coming out on this program, insulting the PDP people. Say, governor said, lockdown or no, large gathering, blah, 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 blah. CO, hey, PDP. Ooh. Today, where the APC people who were yabbing the PDP people, where then they? They disappeared. They disappeared. Yesterday PDP, today APC. I don't need to add more. When would Nigerians wake up to realize that we are living in a country that has one political party? You guys say the politicians don't have any ideology. Foul. Repeat. Foul. They have an ideology. I would not tell you what the ideology is now. I said it last time. But I want you to go and look at the similarities. The things that they have in common. Then you know they have an ideology. It's unfortunate. And until leadership in this country shows example to the people, it's going to be very impossible for Nigerians to fall in line. Because that's not how leadership works. That's not how leadership works. It's a natural law. Until the leaders in this country lead by example, allow their actions to speak louder than their words, Nigerians will not fall in line. If Nigerians are going to obey all the COVID-19 regulations, if Nigerians are going to obey all the social distancing rules, if Nigerians are going to obey all the lockdown regulations, it starts with those who are in authority doing the same. But if those in authority are sneaking in to bars and pubs to go and celebrate political appointments, or are carrying a horde of executives to go and submit nomination form, and are not wearing masks and are not observing social distancing, how do you then expect the people to fall in line? Mercy Ihunaya says they did not mask up and someone is sneezing uncontrollably, they are in trouble. Okay, yes, indeed they are. Or maybe not. She says no social distancing from the video. James Seka says, I don't want to go to the topic. I can't see this one. To say, come back. I missed you. To Sunday service because I missed you. You have to hook up with me here. I'm not coming back. Sorry. I've left. I think I announced it on Sunday. I said I was no more there. So, sorry. But I appreciate your thought towards me. But you can hook up with me here on social media. Please share this post. Franklin Edwards says, my goodness, no social distancing in their pictures. Same people that are telling us to obey the rules, yet they break the rule without apology. It's a shame. We have to go. I've overshot my time. I'm sorry we started late. A couple of challenges here and there. But hey, tomorrow we'll have a guest in the studio. We'll try and make it as sweet and as nice as possible. I hope this isn't looking too bad. And I hope you're enjoying it. I want to thank all 15 of you who are still here. My name is KOFI BARTELS. That's been Late Night Talk. Your problem is not PDP or APC. One or the other. Together they are the same. We Nigerians need to look for a way forward. Leaders in the true sense of the word. Leadership is about selflessness. It's about vision. It's about integrity. It's very important. And until you find that, you can't call yourself a leader. We have people in power who who flagrantly break a lot of rules and live above the law. And until that ends, Nigeria will not achieve its full potential. My name is KOFI BARTELS. Good night.
Thank you.